Welcome everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Coming up next is the Racing Podcast. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the one, the only RP, the Racing Podcast, presented by American Podcasting, available at apodradio.com, also available at Spreaker.com, #RP. Last week, action was at New Hampshire for NASCAR Camping World Truck Series and Sprint Cup Series. Xfinity Series was over in Kentucky. Last Saturday afternoon was last week's NASCAR Camping World Truck Series event, the UNOH 175 from New Hampshire. Winner Austin Dillon in the 33 Chevy. He led 80 laps and gained 4 points. Second place, Matt Crafton in the 88 Toyota and gained 1 point. Third place, Johnny Sauter in the 98 Toyota. Last Saturday evening was last weekend's NASCAR Xfinity Series event, which was the Visit MyrtleBeach.com 300 from Kentucky. Winner Ryan Blaney in the 22 Ford, who led 81 laps and gained 1 point. Second place, Ty Dillon in the number 3 Chevy. He led 43 laps. And in third place, Reagan Smith in the number 7 Chevy. Then on Sunday was last weekend's NASCAR Sprint Cup event, week 2 of the Challenger round, week 2 of the chase, and that is the Sylvan 300 from New Hampshire. Winner Matt Kenseth in the number 20 Toyota. He led 27 laps. Denny Hamlin comes in second in the 11 Toyota. He led 21 laps, and Joe Logano comes in third in the 22 Ford. He led 0 laps, gained 1 point. Matt Kenseth came in first, started in 13th. Second place, Denny Hamlin started in 7th, and Joey Logano, third, started in 8th. And the most laps led was Kevin Harvick with 216. Jeff Gordon finished 7th. Brad Keselowski finished 12th. We'll get into that in a moment. So, it was the Sylvania 300, scheduled number of laps, 300, 317.4 miles, actual number of laps, 300. Start time for the race was 2:20 p.m. Eastern Time and then wrapped up at 5:25 p.m. So you had 3 hours and 5 minutes. Number 19, Carl Edwards, the pole sitter. And Jeff Gordon, who became the Iron Man of NASCAR, in his 789th consecutive start, which beat Ricky Rudd's record of 788. Presentation of colors, combined services, invocation, Kurt Schilling, former Boston Red Sox pitcher and 3-time World Series champion. National anthems performed by Speedway Star Competition winner Caroline Carter. Flyover, 2 F-15Cs from the 104th Fighter Wing from Massachusetts Air National Guard from Turn 4 to Turn 1. Gentlemen, start your engines. Command Grand Marshal Julian Dent, Senior Vice President and General Manager of Specialty Lighting, us from Sylvania. Engines fired up at 2:09 p.m. Eastern, and the cars roll off at 2:14 for what is called the Pace Parade. Alright. Top 3, lap 1 going into lap 2 is Carl Edwards, Kevin Harvick, and Brad Keselowski. And at lap 5, it was Carl Edwards, Kevin Harvick, and Kurt Busch. Top 3 at lap 20 was Kevin Harvick, Carl Edwards, Kurt Busch. And then at lap 24 was Harvick, Kurt Busch, and Brad Keselowski. And then at lap 33, Kevin Harvick, Brad Keselowski, Kurt Busch again. First question would come out at lap 36. Number 43, car of Aric Almirola. He goes into the wall, turn 2. He would be officially out of the race. That was reported at lap 80. Lucky dog was Alex Bowman in the 7 car. Cars head to pit road. Race over pit road at lap 38. The winner was Kevin Harvick in the number 4 car. Followed by Brad Keselowski, Kurt Busch, Denny Hamlin, Carl Edwards, Jimmy Johnson, Kyle Busch, Dale Jr., Joey Logano, and Matt Kenseth. The 2 to 41, the 11, the 19, the 48, the 18, the 88, the 22, and the 20. The number 4 car wins that one. Austin Dillon in the number 3 machine, speeding on pit road, lap 30. And so they had another issue with the restart. And some big news came out about the restart for this weekend, so we'll get to that in a minute. We'll get into that in a minute. Green flag from question 1 comes out, and the race would restart at lap 44. Top 3 at lap 44. Kevin Harvick, Bert Keselowski, Kurt Busch. Question 2 comes out, lap 47. Landon Castle in the number 40 car. His car starts smoking. Possible power steering, source NBCSN, and possible fluid on the track, source NASCAR. Lucky Dog, Brett Moffitt, the 34 car. Restart, lap 53. Top 3 at lap 53. Kevin Harvick, Bert Keselowski, Kurt Busch. Tony Stewart and Truex Jr. made contact. No question for that one. That was lap 54, 55, or 56. But then Stewart does wind up going into the wall. Possible flat tire. That would bring out a question. That would be question number 3 at lap 60. Michael Annett, the 46 car, the lucky dog. And cars do pit at lap 61, however, the leaders do not. Race restarts at lap 65. Top 3, lap 65. Kevin Harvick, Bert Keselowski, and Kurt Busch. Keselowski trying to get Harvick, but Harvick was pretty much booking, and Harvick, and of course, if you saw the race, again, issue with the fuel, which has been an issue this year. At lap 70, the top 12 consisted of all chasers. Top 3, lap 80, Kevin Harvick, Bert Keselowski, Jimmy Johnson. Harvick with a 1.71 second lead over second place Keselowski at lap 81, which grew to a 3.22 second lead at lap 115. But Keselowski with a 4.33 second lead over third place Jimmy Johnson. That grew to an 8.40 at lap 115. So Keselowski was trying to get it done, but that restart kind of stiffed him a little bit. We'll get to that in a minute. Question number 4 comes out, lap 119. Alex Bowman, the number 7 car. He will be out of the race at lap 139 officially. Alex Bowman goes into the wall and into the garage. He hits the wall at turn 3. Trevor Bayne, the lucky dog, of the number 6. Cars do pit, including leaders. There was also debris at turn 4, according to the officials. Race off pit road, lap 121, won by the number 4 car, Kevin Harvick, followed by the number 2, the 48, the 88, the 41, the 20, the double 2, the 11, the 18, and the 19. 22, Joe Logano moved up 2 positions. Green flag comes out, restart lap 125. Top 3 at lap 125, Kevin Harvick, Bert Keselowski, and Dale Jr. And then question number 5 comes out at lap 159. Kyle Busch, the 18 car, into the wall. Possible right front tire. David Reagan, the lucky dog, in the in the 55. Kyle Busch heads to the garage, and David Reagan just went a lap down right before that question came out. So he got pretty lucky right there. And that's why they call it the lucky dog. Race off pit road, lap 160. Again, winner Kevin Harvick, the number 4 car. Followed by the 19, the 13, the 2, the 78, the 20, the 41, the 88, the 22, and the 48. Carl Edwards in the 19 car moves up 7 positions. Restart with lap 165. However, Carl Edwards also penalized for removing equipment. So that means restarting in the rear. And it was the gas can, which happens quite often. Race would restart at lap 165. Top 3, lap 165. Kevin Harvick, Bert Keselowski, and Truex Jr. And then question number 6 comes out, lap 191 for debris. Turn 3 and turn 4, it was spring rubber. Lucky dog, number 9 car, Sam Harness Jr. Matt Kenseth is the winner. So you had a race off pit road, lap 193. This time the winner was Matt Kenseth, number 20 car. Followed by Jimmy Johnson, Joe Logano, Dale Jr., Clint Boyer, Tony Stewart, Kevin Harvick, Keselowski, Kurt Busch, and Denny Hamlin. The number 5 machine, Casey Kane, uncontrolled tire. Okay, so you know what happens there. Restart in the back. Kyle Busch returns to the race during this caution at lap 195. Restart lap 197. Top 3 at lap 198. Matt Kenseth, Dale Jr., Joey Logano. Jimmy Johnson, flat tire, left front tire, lap 201. No caution. Quick tire change and back out to the track. Okay, and then the big wreck. Danica Patrick, lap 204. This would bring out caution number 7. And when you see big chunks of the car fly off and the blue foam fly out, it's a bad wreck. Danica Patrick in the 10 goes into the wall. Then the 55 car, David Ray, gets a big piece. Both cars major damage. Big chunks ripped off. Danica Patrick's car goes into the wall, bounces off the wall. Now they were saying if David Reagan wasn't coming by, she probably would have went all the way down into the inside wall too. But David Reagan was there, and she clipped her. Not on purpose, of course. So this also brings out red flag as well, actually. But it was a quick red flag. It was only like 5 minutes. 4:25 p.m. to 4:29. Lucky Dog was Cole Witt in the number 35, and the race would restart lap 210. Top 3 at lap 210, Matt Kenseth, Kevin Harvick, Dale Jr. Question number 8 to 11, the 34 car, Brett Moffitt, he goes into the wall along the backstretch. Restart lap 215. Top 3 at lap 215, Matt Kenseth, Denny Hamlin, and Jamie McMurray. Question number 9 comes out lap 238. Justin Allgaier, he had some issues with his car. He would wind up dropping out of the race. Lucky Dog there, AJ Allmendinger in the 47. Restart lap 242. And this is significant because this is where the issue with Brad Keselowski occurred. Okay, Brad Keselowski, they say, jumped the gun before. Now, the 16 car was in the lead, so he's the control car. So, everybody got to wait for this guy to start going, alright? But the issue is, if he's going past the line and he's still not boogieing, do you wait for him to go? Because once you pass those lines, pretty much in the clear. But in this case, Keselowski, he started gunning it before Greg Biffle in the 16, and he got popped with a violation. They even threw out the black flag for him, which the officials called black flag with the white cross, which they don't really show on TV too much, but the black flag means they want you back in pit. That's for you specifically. They're looking for you. Okay, that's the black flag. So top 3, lap 244, Greg Biffle, Brad Keselowski, Kevin Harvick. At lap 251, it was Harvick, Biffle, Hamlin. Biffle actually dropped down to 4th place. 255, Harvick, Hamlin, and Kenseth. Then 264, Keselowski, who is holding on to 2nd place pretty good, dropped down to 24th place. Top 3 at lap 273 was Kevin Harvick, Matt Kenseth, and Denny Hamlin. At 298, it was Kenseth, Hamlin, and Logano, which is very important because the white flag comes out lap 299, lap 300. This takes care of the business right there. And there's a winner. Top 5, Matt Kenseth, Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano, Greg Biffle, and Carl Edwards. Key finishes is Jeff Gordon, who finishes 7th. Brad Keselowski finished 12th. Kevin Harvick finished 21st. And Dale Jr. finished 25th. So they're having issues with that restart. And, NBC is doing those red lines. And I wonder if the networks are going to start doing those lines now. They're not doing the lines for the actual restarts itself, but they're doing it to show, because they're, demonstrating showing people what the deal is with the restart area. But I wonder if they're going to use those red lines now, like all the time, if the other networks are going to follow suit with that. And this time the lines are right next to the wall. There was like 2 white dashes. So that's the area right there. But some news came out. They're going to change the dimensions. We'll talk about that a little bit. But first, it's going to be the racing schedule, and that's coming up next right here, the Racing Podcast.